And then it's time for our second father and son duo of the day.
From Spandau Ballet to I'm a Celebrity, Martin and Roman Kemp are no strangers to the airwaves, and now they're joining forces to brighten up your Sunday morning. And Martin and Roman join us now. It's so lovely to have you both here. And actually, you can see, I mean, that clip is kind of perfect to describe what this is all about, because you two have a real friendship, a friendship where you can take the mick out of each other. I mean, it's sort of banter together, really, isn't it?
It's boys banter, it's exactly what it is. And we've been doing it for years and it will carry on forever, I think.
Well, the thing is with you guys, Martin, with you and Shirley, this actually goes back to the way you parent, because there was never a naughty step. I mean, it was just really encouraging mates and you wouldn't want to disappoint your mates. So as parents, we don't want to be disappointed.
It's exactly that. We brought Harley and Roman up as friends and a group of friends. And it's exactly that. We didn't have that whole thing about telling the kids off. It was about, if there was a disagreement, we would listen to Roman's argument or Harley's argument. They would have a point. And if sometimes their point was better than us, then that was the way we went. And, sometimes I think parents tend to tell the kids off out of anger rather than out of reason. So it was right for us. It's not right for everyone, but it was right for us.
And so, as far as you're concerned, Roman, what's it like to grow up in an environment like that, where you are encouraged in that way? We've had countless parenting experts here on the sofa that have said, never try to be friendly with your children.
Yeah.
You know, they like the authority. So what do you say?
I would say I benefit so much more as an adult, because I have, in my mum and dad, I have two best friends that I can call up every single day. I can get the best advice from, and we can hang out and have those conversations. And there isn't awkwardness between us. We can literally talk about everything. And so I think, at the time when you're a kid, I understand, but you've got to think about that relationship and how it grows into adult life. And the fact that I've got, a best mate in my dad is fantastic.
And what's so lovely with this show, it's like we're invited in. It's like we're invited in to be part of that, which is so nice. So you get up to all sorts of things. I mean, celebrity guests, you've got the others on the show with you, but there's also the challenges. Roman, just explain what those are.
Yeah, so I mean, my dad and I have always had a very competitive edge to both of us. I think it goes back to early games of FIFA and, playing football, video games.
Yeah, when you used to beat me the whole time.
Yeah, so my dad just used to get really upset. So he's like, one day we've got to go public and try and one up each other. So it's a nice little friendly rivalry between the two of us, and getting the guests involved. And the games are really funny, and it's great for a Sunday morning to bring that vibe.
And Martin, who's the boss?
Roman is. Listen, Roman talks to the nation every morning for 4 hours, from 6 till 10 on his capital radio station. And he's been doing it for years, and he's absolutely great at what he does. So listen, I will take all the inspiration and knowledge that Roman has and try and put it together.
Nice plug from Dad there.
Well, I was going to say, I don't need to do it these days.
So, for you, you must be, Roman, one of the youngest breakfast show DJs.
I believe I am. Yeah, I believe in terms of the commercial breakfast shows, I think I'm the youngest one, which is quite odd.
And so, what is that extra pressure? Did you ask for advice?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is especially during coronavirus and everything that's around the world right now, it is quite scary. I'm not going to lie. Like going into a room, and we've been coming in, kind of every day during lockdown. We were listed as key workers to come in and broadcast, which was an honour in itself. But, I was reaching out to other DJs and speaking to them, and, Chris Moyles I spoke to Greg James about it, and just kind of understanding, like, what do I do? I'm 27 years old and I've got to tell people how to feel waking up after terrible news. So there is a lot of pressure, and I think that one of the greatest things is that you realise, how much of a community you build with your listeners in times like this.
Yeah, for sure. And Martin, is it weird working with your son? Because when I look at my 3 children now, I keep thinking, God, how weird would it one day if I was working? It must be weird, because you must still see like the baby in him sometimes, and you're like, no, we're now working together.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, the weirdest thing is, it wasn't weird until a few days ago when we went in to record the first episode of Sunday Best, and I walked into the studio and Roman had dressing room 1 and I had dressing room 2.
That's
And I just,
amazing.
all of a sudden, the whole thing just hit me. Hang on a sec, I'm in the wrong position.
That's brilliant. So what's life in lockdown been like for both of you? Because, Roman, you didn't have your girlfriend for a long time.
Yeah, so I mean, we were kind of separated for a while when we first kind of got together, because she lived in Hong Kong for a good 8 months. So then when she finally came back, that was nice, and being able to be locked down together was good, and we have our dog as well, so we're kind of making up for lost time, I guess. So it was fantastic to be able to spend the time with her. But it is tough, I miss my mum and dad just as much as everyone else, and my sister as well.
Yeah, because with you, Martin, you have got Harley's there, and you've got Shelley there, and you've got the dog there as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's been very weird, isn't it? It seems to me like there's different groups of people are having completely different experiences, from one end of the scale to the other. Some people are having this dreadful, awful time with people being sick around them and obviously losing people. And there's people like ourselves who the sun's been out, we're playing in the garden and we're just having fun with it. And it's just the most bizarre time I've ever experienced in my life. Yeah. But me and Shirley we're coping with it, but like everyone, we're getting bored with it, and can't wait to get back to work, really.
Well, I know that you're also writing a book with Shirley, and you'll have to come back and talk to us about that one when you've got that a little bit further on down the line.
I think during this lockdown, I think everybody's writing a book. I think in October there will be so many books coming out, won't know which way to turn.
Yeah,
so true.
Absolutely. And for you, Roman, I'm assuming that you're quite happy to have Anne Sophie in lockdown separately away from your dad, because in the past, any girlfriend you've taken to your dad's, they've all fancied him.
Mate, do you know what? My dad always goes, no, that's not true, it's not true. It is. Look, I'm not going to lie. Look, the reality of it is he's a good-looking rooster. So, I mean... There's been a few girlfriends in the past that have said, oh my God, I've just seen your dad walk past in a towel.
Oh no! Oh no!
Swear to you.
Yeah. Shall we leave it there?
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should. Martin and
well
Roman's
done.
Sunday Best starts this Sunday at 8:30 on ITV. Thank you, both of you.
Thanks, guys.
I was image in my head
See you
now.
later.
Do it again.